I'm known as Ludish now, but this is like my third or fourth name change on Twitch. I've been Ludish
Mm,
for like 1.5 years now.
mm.
I'm
Has it
keeping this
really
one.
been that long?
It has. It has. I changed it just after TwitchCon in San Diego last time. So that's how I track it. I was Ludwife for about 6 months, and I was Shondra Live before that. But before I was a streamer, I was this awful name that I found out on Twitter because I wanted to like get my name everywhere. It was like it was like a Nazi account, so I changed that name very quickly.
Yeah, good thing you changed it.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, name change.
I originally had Mirek, which was my first name backwards. I one day look it up. It starts like all these Hindu things, and I'm clearly not Hindu, so I had to change it.
I mean, I'm not going to change my first name. My first name's Shondra. My mom picked from a baby book, and it's actually Indian, like from India. And she changed 2 letters so that the spelling is different, and that's all she did. But I like my name, so I'm keeping it.
No, it's nice. I gotta say. So, what got you started in streaming?
Oh, okay. This is a weird story.
Okay.
Tinder.
Oh, great.
So to elaborate on Tinder, I was on Tinder and I went on this date with this guy, and he said he was an actor and I was an actor. And then he was like telling me, oh, well, not exactly an actor, but kind of an actor. I'm on this website called Twitch. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what this is. So I looked into it, and like I started going to his streams and everything, and I was like, wait, where has this been my whole life? Because I've been a gamer my whole life, I'm an entertainer my whole life, comedian. And I kind of like, I just started building this community before I was a streamer with like people that I just liked being around. And I was always like, I was a mega lurker. Like I'm terrible. I'm a terrible chatter. I'm the worst person. You don't want me in your streams because I never say anything. And if I do, it's always inappropriate.
I mean,
as a streamer, I can be as inappropriate as I want, right?
I mean, I guess you had your first username. Was it Chandra? What?
Shondra Live. Yeah, my first name and
Shondra Live. Okay. That's fitting.
Yep.
So what made you... I didn't... Go ahead.
What's that?
No, go ahead.
We're both too polite. I changed. So the original one was called Meow and Purr, and that's the one that had like a Nazi association. But I changed to Shondra Live because I decided really early that I wanted to go live, and I was like, my first name, I'm live. Yeah.
Makes sense. So how did you change into Rude Life?
So I couldn't think of a name I wanted. There was like an issue with my first name being public. There was some like people doxing me. And I had to change some stuff that was on the internet, get things taken down, which I managed to. But while I was like working on that, I was like, I have to change my name quickly. People are weird. So I had to change my name. Yeah, I had to change my name quickly and like try to stop being Shondra for a while I was working on removing things from the internet. And I couldn't figure out a name that I wanted, like for the life of me. So I ended up taking a bunch of options that I found that I could get the Instagram, the Twitter, and a few other platforms. Ludwig was one of the many options. And I did a Twitter poll and I did a poll on Twitch. So Ludwife is what my community decided I most am, I guess. They're like, yeah, this one suits you the most. I think there was also like Lude Mommy was one of them, and that was like a really high up there option, and I was like, you know what, guys, I think I'm gonna veto this one. That we should
Yeah, that's
let's not.
a little too far.
Yeah. So I ended up.
Lude life is a bit more tame than Lude Mommy.
It's a little more tame unless you do Google searches.
Sure.
And that is one of the main reasons why I changed it away from Lewd Wife. Because if you don't have your filters on for those Google searches, it's
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's all we can really say.
Yeah. Yeah. So lewdish
How long?
feels more appropriate for me.
Yeah. And that's just like lewd enough that you're just lewd-ish.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm not so lewdish to get banned. I mean, I have been
Sure.
banned, but I shouldn't be getting banned on Twitch.
What are you banned for?
I was banned for licking a candy cane. I
Great,
wish I was
of
joking.
course.
It was literally, it was Christmas. I had a candy cane, and apparently food and mouths don't go together on Twitch. So
you know how Twitch is.
yeah.
Just doing what they do.
Yep. I got unbanned the next day, which was nice, but still.
Yeah, still. Sucks it had to occur in the first place.
Yeah.
But what can you do? It's the internet. It's the internet.
Exactly.
So can you walk us through a typical day for you, both on stream and off?
Typical day on and off stream. Oh, okay.
If you want to share.
Yeah, no. So I'm staring at a spider right now. So just give me 1 second, because I'm gonna take a little Kleenex and just kind of squish it. Where's spider? I normally bring them outside, but I'm not getting up to put him outside right now. So he picked the wrong time to crawl on my wall.
Yeah, I mean, the other choice is to burn down the house. I think you don't want to do that.
I kind of like spiders, so I don't do that. They eat mosquitoes, and I really hate mosquitoes. So
yeah, I don't blame you.
I'm okay with them, just not in my room. But typical day. So chaos, randomness. I try to make a schedule and it doesn't happen, and I try to do things and 90% of stuff breaks. Here's today. How about today? Today I woke up fully intending to do my taxes. Instead, I found out that I was dealing with fraud and identity theft, and I had to like go to the police station and a whole bunch of other stuff. So like that is sadly more typical than not for me. Not going to the police station, but just like random weird shit happening that I'm like, well, I was going to be productive, but not.
Too bad.
But now I'm not. Yeah.
Too bad for that.
Yeah. But okay, for real though, I have kids, so getting them ready for school, you know, doing the like the mom stuff and everything. My work is very random, so I do acting, and so I might have an audition. I might have to drive to that. If not, I have like I usually have like a lot of appointments. Sorry, I'm just reading chat. Quantified as chaotic good. I don't know about chaotic good. I say chaotic neutral. Yeah. I'll say neutral. Maybe because I want to be chaotic neutral. Okay, maybe I am chaotic good. I try to be meaner than I am. It's hard.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, kids, I have such bad ADHD, so I will start with like things that I need to do, and then I'll remember in the middle of doing the things that I'm actually supposed to be doing that I have something else that I need to do, but it's not actually what I need to do. I'm just like semi-procrastinating on the things that I really need to do, / this is suddenly more important and I have to do it. So then I start doing that thing, and then I'm like bouncing around in a million other, and then by the end of the day, nothing's actually completed, but I've started like 20 projects.
I mean, you started something.
I did. I'm
Counts for
good at that.
something.
I'm good at starting shit. That's very true.
Starting shit. Okay.
Yes. And I
Good
think
to
that's
know.
why I like acting, because I never know what I'm going to be. And so I can hyperfixate on a new thing constantly. Like one day I'm a police officer. Another day I'm in 18th century England. Another day I'm an alien on another planet, you know?
Oh, okay.
So I do like that.
Nice.
As for stream, my stream is just as chaotic.
Okay.
I try to have plans, but we go on tangents. Very, 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 very all over the place tangents constantly.
Like what for example?
This one time we went down a Google search rabbit hole. Actually, we do that a lot. We do a lot of Google search rabbit holes. And we ended up on latex Pokemon outfits.
Okay.
That was interesting. One time we went through literally 500 different words for genitalia.
Because of course.
What's that?
Because of course.
Because yeah, I mean, I don't know why. I don't know what starts. Someone just says something. Someone will come into chat and they'll say one thing, and then down the rabbit hole we go. And I could start by playing a video game. Maybe I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play Pal World today. And then all of a sudden, just I'm on YouTube looking up videos for something Google. So, it's great when someone teaches me a new term or they ask me if I know something. This one that haunts me from one of the very first, it was like the first couple of months that I was streaming, is someone asked me if I knew what a banana hammock was. And I have a hammock on my ceiling. It's not up right now, but I usually have it right here. And the hammock is like a chair, so it goes like this, okay? And so I was like, that's like the one kind of hammock. And then a banana hammock is like where it's like stretched out. I thought that like a regular hammock, it's in the shape of a banana. So that must be, no, that's not a banana hammock. And that has, that clip gets sent to me on a regular basis and brought up a lot. And that's like 3.5 years ago.
3.5 years. I mean, people always dig something up. So you know how it goes. It is the internet.
Oh no, this is just my community. They're never gonna let it die. No, they just keep bringing it back up every couple of months.
I mean, they might just remind you just from being here. You know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna come back again for sure.
Who are some streamers or content creators you look up to or be inspired by?
Oh, see. Ooh, that's actually tough for me.
We come back to it.
No, it's when I say it's tough for me, it's because like I don't know about like I have a hard time quote looking up to people. It's gonna sound weird. Because like I will take inspiration from others, and like I think I have an authority issue. And so like I never like I put very few people in an above me situation. So like I'll see someone like as like, you know, you do this thing that inspires me, like Arsephone, she has like amazing makeup and cosplays that she does. I just love like her personality. Ty Rex is really cool like that. Purple hair, intelligent, fun, funny. Like, so a lot of strong women, funny, smart, strong women who are also weird and quirky. And like, I guess I connect in like a, I want to be like them / I think I am kind of like them / I want to be their friends. They're cool kind of situation. And like, it's not to say there aren't guys that are like that, like Capri Sun Poppy. I mean, I met you through him. He's like really funny and smart and weird. Yeah. And so like I get that vibe. But I don't know about like look up to, because like some of the people who I could say that about, they're not big streamers, and that doesn't really matter to me. And then like there's people who are like big successful streamers, but I actually don't really want to necessarily be anything like them.
Right.
So it's like, it's more like I have people I vibe with or people I don't vibe with, and I don't necessarily think people are like less than or more than.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, someone comes to mind as a woman is BB Jess.
Oh, I love BB Jess. Yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's got good vibes, you know? And like I like people like that.
Yeah.
But I'm like that with like actors too. Like I've hung out with people like, the only time I ever got weird around another actor is when I watched them as a kid.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Makes
and
sense.
like I try not to be weird, but like I've been very lucky to meet some of my heroes, if you will, and like
That's cool.
I learned very quickly some of them are not great, but some are like really cool and they're just people, you know? Which is nice. Yeah.
I guess it comes down to people you know and like who you're connected to, and just weird like that. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Someone in chat, Sajuk, asking about your theme song.
My stream theme song is "Everything is broken. Everything is broken when you're streaming with me. Everything is broken on a Ludish stream." Because all of my shit breaks constantly. It actually ironically paid off for me recently. I am doing some product testing for something that's not out yet, and I didn't know how to zoom the lens properly. So half of my stream was literally just focused on my eyeball. And I couldn't figure out how to make it like unzoom. So it mostly like it would go to like, you could see like the fibers on the blanket, the Jack Skellington blanket behind me, or you could see like every vein in my eye, because I couldn't figure it out. I had to get in a call with the person later that night to be like, help me. I can't, like, I wanted to do like a painting stream and like have it on the painting, but I'm like, I have to mount it on my ceiling to get it here. And he's like, you can zoom out. I'm like, wait, you can? So I didn't have to spend half of my stream zoomed into my eyeball. And he said that it was like one of the funniest things he'd ever seen, and he actually like loved it. And I was like, oh, okay, that works for me.
That's very funny. Yeah, just zoom out.
I mean, he showed me how to, we've got a Discord call, so he showed me how to zoom out, and it's actually really simple, and I don't know how I didn't figure it out. But
what has been your proudest moment as a streamer so far?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have much pride when I stream. I am very good at just being embarrassing and cringe. Proud. I did do a fundraiser a couple years ago for Gamers Outreach, because they personally affected me and my family. So they make these like video game units for hospitals, children's hospitals, and my son, he was in the hospital for a very long time. It was rough. And he learned how to play Minecraft on one of those things. So, and yeah, so it meant a lot to be able, we fundraised enough for one of the things to go to hospital, which was
better
awesome.
than none. So, how many kids do you have, if you don't mind sharing?
I have two. I have a girl and a boy, both of them autistic. My son is diagnosed ADHD. I'm pretty sure my daughter is too, and so am I.
So, when did you find out, like, you say you were diagnosed with ADHD. How was that process like?
Well, I didn't find out. So my son was kicked out of preschool, which I didn't know they could do, for his behaviors. And then one of the ladies said they brought up the whole autism idea, which I knew nothing about back then.
Mhm.
So I got him checked out. The doctor said this is what we call a slam dunk diagnosis, and it took less than 30 minutes for him to be diagnosed, which was like,
Mhm.
okay. He was 3 at the time. My daughter,
See.
it took 2 years because she masked really well, but she is so much,
Mhm.
she presents a lot more with me. Let's just say that. Um, and then I was looking at like some of the checklists that I had to do for my kids, and I was like, me, 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 me. Okay. So I went to my psychiatrist and I asked him about it. And his response was, oh, I thought you already knew.
Oh shit.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So autism, definitely. And then, but there was like things that were like, I'm like, I don't know. That doesn't sound right. Thanks to TikTok. This is TikTok. So I was like on deep dive autism TikTok, right? But there would be like ADHD stuff or like autism ADHD stuff. And I would really more specifically check those boxes. And my son, he's just very ADHD. Like it was pretty, like I'd look at him and be like, yeah. So we eventually got him diagnosed, but it took me finally deciding like to try meds. I was like, I don't know how to function as a human being some days. So I was like, fine, I will try it. Like, I'm not putting my kids on meds because I want them to have more time to decide for themselves, maybe.
Right.
But I decided to try some. And then the doctor was like, well, before we put you on anything, like, let's go get you tested for ADHD. So she sent me to the specialist. And the specialist was like, you are what we call severe. I was
Jeez.
like,
Okay.
cool. I do mask a lot on the internet and in person, so maybe it like I personally think it's super obvious, but I've had people be like, what, you know? And I'm just like, it's funny. But yeah, definitely all the doctors were very firmly not questioning me at all about it, let's just say that.
Okay. I guess there hasn't really been that much like stigma recently. I mean, it's been getting better.
Yes,
So that
it's
helps.
it's
I
definitely a
would
lot
think.
better than it used to be. Like when I was a kid, like I should have been diagnosed. Like in today's world, they wouldn't have even blinked at diagnosing me. I had a lot of stims with like shaking
That's it.
stims and flappy hands and like just all kinds of stuff when I was a child. I trained myself out of a lot of the things because I was made fun of for them.
Oh.
Same with like eye contact. I did not look a human being in the eye until I was 16, and that was because I was bullied about it. And then I would stare too much, and then people would make fun of me for that. So because I was like, oh, I have to look in eyes. But like I was just called weird and a brat is basically, and like even like psychiatrists and stuff, they didn't peg it because girls don't present the same as boys. So it's not as easy to diagnose. But yeah, it was once I was an adult. Nowadays they're like, yep.
Pretty, pretty obvious. I
Yeah.
guess there are those like signs. What do you mean by masking?
So okay, so one of my teachers from Second City, I had dinner with him recently, and I was mentioning like he follows me on Instagram now, so he sees some of my stuff, and I said, like, I was asking him, do I seem autistic or like I have ADHD or anything? And he's like, I would have never guessed if I hadn't seen your Instagram, because when I'm out in like say I'm out at the park with my kids or I'm in like a serious situation, I'm very quiet, I'm very reserved, I'm very like hyper aware of my actions. So I won't let anybody see any tics. I really, really like, I basically am wearing a mask. Like I'm basically like,
Mm.
and
Makes
I
sense.
just, yeah. And like if people ask me questions, I'm super cautious of how I answer because I don't know if they know anything about autism, ADHD. I don't want to overshare because I'm so good at oversharing. So good at it. I don't want to come off as weird or quirky or like anything like that. I want to be as quote unquote normal as
Right.
possible until I know it's safe for me to not
Mm.
be like that, like to just be like myself, really. So
Right.
I don't know if you know the show Reboot. It was like a
No.
90s. Yeah?
Can you say it again?
Reboot.
No.
So there's this character called Hexadecimal,
Okay.
and she wears all of these masks, and I always wanted to be her because like she would just like change her face, and I just like, I don't know, I think that's part of the reason why I got into acting was to like, one of the reasons I got into acting was actually because I had social anxiety disorder, and I have this thing where like I have to face my fears, and like I like being able to like dress up and do like all kinds of weird shit all the time, but also to like to learn how to be normal as part of it. And so yeah, I don't know where I was going with this because I've lost my train of thought. Fuck.
What was that show? What was it on?
I don't know where it was in the States. It was on YTV in Canada.
I see. Maybe I've seen it. I just didn't think it was that show. Cool.
It's like, it was one of the first computer animation TV shows, and they had they lived in a world of computers, and so there's like Dot Matrix, and Enzo was her little brother, and they like fought viruses. Megabyte and Hexadecimal were the viruses, and then they had like the user would play games, and then the game would come down onto their like planet, and if they didn't win the game, everything in the game like got deleted in their world. So it was like really serious to them because they lived in the computer, and the user is playing these games and it's going to destroy this. So they had to win the game. They couldn't let the user win. It was just, I loved that show. It was it's such a gamer geek show for sure.
I'm gonna take a look at it at some point. So, what have some of your biggest challenges you faced in your streaming career, and how did you overcome them?
I mean, my challenges, I find, are time management. It's like my life challenge. Because I have so much going on as a single mom, trying to make the time that I want and need to for streaming. COVID sucked for that because my kids were home from school 24/7,
Right.
and we were not allowed to like go anywhere or do anything. So I'm like, not streaming, I guess. And like I tried streaming at night, but then I'm so tired that I don't.
Right.
And like honestly, I'm so bad at like you've experienced this now, how terrible I am at replying to DMs. I'm just as bad when it's something serious, like work related or like sponsorships and stuff like that, which is not good. So like it's like I need to like figure out the whole like time management thing. I had 3 months where I was full time, and I actually did really good. Like I was consistent, and my stream numbers went up huge. Inconsistency is the death of streamers who want to be successful.
Yeah.
Like
true.
it's just instantly like no matter how funny you are, no matter how talented you are, you're kind of fucked. And like making content off of Twitch has also like really been a challenge for me, just because of, again, time management issues.
Right.
Because I love doing it. Like it drives me crazy. I love doing it, but then I'm just like oh, gotta do this other thing, or like my kids are homesick from school again, and I won't stream while they're home. Just because I won't have their faces on the internet or anything anymore. And so that made it a little challenging. I was able to stream once last week. My son was homesick. I had a little conversation with him, and I set this whole thing up just in case he needed to come in the room. Like, my place is small, so I could like literally hear him. But I put this little mask on the doorknob, and I was like, if you really have to come in, it's an emergency, just throw the mask on your face or whatever, so that I can hit the button in time. And I'm like, or just knock at the door and I'll turn off the stream, and like if you yell, I'll run out there. Like, but he's old enough now because he's almost 11 that like I can at least maybe start. Sometimes when my daughter's home, it's never gonna happen. She's gonna run in here and she's gonna be like, look at me. I am the center of attention. So that won't happen when she's home. But when he's home, maybe sometimes I can stream now. Other than that, it's people on the internet. So many kind, wonderful, amazing human beings. And then there's like I posted a DM the other day on Twitter. If anybody wants to go through my my posts, go ahead. It's within the last few days. But like that wasn't even the worst one I've gotten. I've gotten ones. How detailed am I allowed to get on here?
Say whatever you want. Of course.
Say whatever I want.
Sticking with you, Wes. Of course.
Oh yeah, I'm just explaining a tweet. I'm not gonna show anything or like do anything that'll get you banned. But like there's a dude who like asked me to his bum, and he had it's a public business profile. It was literally, I could see where he worked, and I was like, dude, you're gonna ruin your life doing stuff like this. Like I didn't out him. Maybe I should have. I did block his name and post it to Twitter anyways. But like he literally came back at me. Thank you so much for not ruining my life. I'd still like you to ruin my ass. And I'm like, blocked. Okay. Like trying to be nice and like why do people have to
they push it. They think it's okay, but it's not.
I mean, even like I usually think it's because they're anonymous. That dude was not even anonymous.
Jeez.
Which was like, I could call your work. I could just like publicly post this. I could go down to where you work. I mean, sure, it's like a 4-hour flight or whatever. I'm not going to, but like.
Yeah, people can be weird. You're not wrong.
Yup.
Yeah, you're right. See, dude, it's just makes it difficult. Like someone that's just nice, someone nice, or someone like you, like in actors you have. Well, I'm not gonna. Well, you do have that pretty face. I'm not gonna disagree with that. But yeah, I mean, people can be weird.
Yep, or mean.
They're just mean or just. Yeah. That's all I can really say.
Yeah. Can't do much about them, but...
No, you can't.
I block them. I have a very long block list now.
That comes with the territory, so to speak. So,
it's funny because I was talking today when I was filing the the police report that I had to deal with today. The cop actually said something about that. He's like, it shouldn't be the case, but it does kind of come with the territory. I'm like, yeah, this is why my children are not content creators at the moment. Like,
right? Yeah, it's for their safety, of course.
Definitely.
So, how do you approach growing your channel and community?
Well, lately I haven't approached it. I know what I need to do, and I know it works, and I know what has worked in the past and everything. And that's literally two things: consistency and posting off of Twitch. Like, making content on other social media platforms is the biggest thing. Just getting yourself seen and then being consistent so people know when to show up.
Right.
I am completely inconsistent the last however many months. So like you see, like I see it in the numbers, they have just compared to where I was before. I have not been posting other than Twitter. I'm addicted to Twitter. I just shit post on Twitter. Like it's not even like, you know what I mean? I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about mortgages right now. What does that have to do with Twitch? Nothing. I'm going to complain about someone's DMs. I'm just going to randomly make a offhanded comment. Like, it's just like completely, like, I feel like Twitter is where I just like barf information or like thoughts. Like sometimes I will have the most random thought. I will literally just tweet that thought. And that's it. Ironically, Twitter is my biggest platform, so maybe it's working for me. Maybe I should just randomly start barfing into other voids. I don't know, but I have not been, and I am not consistent on any other platform, and so it shows. I can give the best advice. I can tell someone how to do really well. In fact, one of my IRL friends, when he first started streaming, no one was in the chat, so I was in the chat, and I would give him tips all the time. Well, he's taken all of my tips, and now he's a 250 average streamer. So I know what to tell you to do, and if you do it
yourself.
What's that?
The hard part. You gotta do it yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the
but
thing.
I'm not doing it. I'm trying. I'll get there. We'll see. I don't know.
Eventually.
We'll see. Yeah, eventually. I was there for a little bit. I was almost a partner, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna disappear for 2 months.
Yeah, it takes notes. Yeah, write some down.
Yep.
So how do you decide what content to stream, and do you have a process for planning them out?
Emotional whims is how I decide what to stream. I'll be like, do I feel like cosplaying today? And then I do or I don't. Do I feel like even putting on makeup today? Or I do or I don't. Do I feel like playing a game today? If I'm addicted to a game, that's going to be the only game anybody sees for a while until I get sick of it. And then I will not play it ever again, even if I don't finish it. If I really don't know what to do, I just hit the go live button. Last week, I did I'm going to lock myself in my room until I clean it stream. And I spent 2.5 hours locked in my bedroom cleaning.
That's the way to do it.
And the next day, I did I'm going to turn my friends into Funko Pops stream. So, oh wait, it's not. There we go. This is Game Pass Dad.
Yeah, it is, clearly.
And this is Luna Bori.
Okay, yeah.
And then down here is Luna Bori's father. If you don't know the joke, she walks around conventions and she goes, "Hey, my dad's your biggest fan. Can you take a picture with him?" And then they're like, "Yes," and she hands them the urn.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Is that what's in your profile picture?
Oh, me licking her. Yeah, I'm licking her dad. This is the tiny version of her dad. And I'm licking him because I was at TwitchCon and I licked him.
That's funny.
Which is probably why I got COVID, because Scootish spit in him earlier and I didn't know that.
Oh my god.
Pretty sure that Luna Bori's dad gave me Scootish COVID.
Yeah, of all people, get COVID from Scootish. That's hilarious.
I'm gonna blame him. I'm pretty sure Luna Bori's dad was in other mouths too, though. So who really knows? He got around a lot.
Yeah. Just blame Scootish.
Yep, that works.
So you say you're playing games. What are you playing lately?
Lately? It's a good question. What did I play lately? I actually haven't played a lot of games recently. I'm gonna look at my... I play a lot of phone games. Pal World, I guess, is kind of like the one I've been playing the
Yeah.
most lately, but I've been playing it very sporadically, and I haven't been playing it on stream. I weirdly enough, off stream, I got back into Animal Crossing for no reason. Because, like, I won't play it for, like, a year, and then I'll just, like, I want to redesign one of the houses or something random. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of, like, other things. And I want to, like, so one of the big things that I've been doing is, like, product testing this, like, camera stuff. Because, it's going to be, like, there's an IRL backpack, and I want to be able to have that. Because I've been trying to go do stuff more. I went to a shooting range for the first time in my life a couple weeks ago because I'm terrified of guns, and I decided, let's face my fear. I did discover I am disturbingly good at shooting.
That's crazy.
Did not expect that. When I say disturbingly good, I've saved all of my targets because the professional tournament competing marksman who was there, after I shot 4 other weapons, let me use his sniper rifle, and I only had 5 shots, and I shot better than him. So I was pretty like, wow. Did not expect someone scared of guns, especially myself, to be so good at it, but here we are. I'm still scared of them. They still freak me the fuck out, but at least I'm not as terrified.
I guess it helped.
Pardon me?
I guess it helped.
It helped because, like, at least now I know how to, like, check that it's empty. Like, that was one of the biggest things. So if I see one, I know what to do. You know what I mean? Like, to make sure that it's been emptied. I know how to, like, make sure the safety is on and, like take it apart and everything. And, like, it helped knowing how safe everyone is at the range too, because, like, so I work on film sets, and I've seen some really dumb people on film sets. Even though the guns are blanks, like, they have blanks in them, enough people have died from blanks that I've been very paranoid, even on film sets. And people are, like, waving them around, and they got their finger on the trigger, and they're, like, pointing them in, and I'm like, no. But, like, at a range, when you go there, they are so strict about all of the rules that, like, anyone literally, like, there's, like, this yellow line, and if you step off the yellow line, there's, like, 3 people on your ass. They're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, it's like, sorry, it was just a toe. I didn't mean to. I just slipped, like, so it's like, but that actually helped me feel better that they're so strict.
Which is good.
Yes, safety is so important there.
That makes me think of that incident with, what's his name? Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
It's scary.
It is. Bruce Lee's son, Brandon Lee, he died from a blank. There was a guy on set. Thankfully, I wasn't there that day, but he picked up one of them. He literally put it to his head, pulled the trigger, killed himself. And he was like, "Oh yeah, it's fine, it's safe, it's just a blank." Psh, no, it is just a blank, but you're dead. Like, yeah. So you gotta take, like, safety is really, like, I'm a big safety buff. I don't get angry very easily. Like, with the whole with the stuff today, I got upset. Like, I was like, this fucking sucks. But, like, it's just money. Like, it sucks that it's money. I'm sad, blah blah blah, but I'm not angry. You know what I mean? In fact, I found out, like, this is messed up, but I found out, like, the lady I've been dealing with on the phone, she's probably technically a slave, which is, like, disturbed, like, really messed up. I've learned so many things today about this. It's called butchering pigs, or pig butchering or something. I'm a pig, and they butchered me for my money. But there's, like, this whole, like, there's all these organizations in other countries where they, like, trap people and they make them do this stuff on the phones, and so, like, I'm more sad for her than I am for myself right now. I'm, like, really, I'm probably gonna have nightmares about it, to be honest. Not because, like, with me, it means I might not get to go on a vacation. It means I might have to like cut back on some spending.
Right.
I'm not gonna like lose my home or anything, but she's like trapped. Like that's so sorry. I'm bringing it down. But like I don't get angry unless it's safety. Like if you put someone at risk, oh, I get so mad. So mad.
I mean, I get it.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
I guess it shows like
Yeah.
sympathy. I guess you can say. Yeah, I think blanks can definitely still do damage. I mean, it's like
Massive.
metal. You're just still dealing with metal. There's no gunpowder.
Well, the metal's not
but
supposed to come out. Like ideally,
I see,
nothing
okay.
comes out of a blank. But shit happens, you know. Like that's
Yeah,
that's
like,
the sad part is, and even at close
right.
range, the paper that's like set on fire in a blank, that can kill you. It's a projectile, even though it's paper. You
is.
put it up to your temple, it's going into your brain. Like
It's unfortunate that that happened, but you know, people can be. And now he can't really say anything because
Yeah.
he's just no longer here. It's unfortunate.
Yep,
It really
Yep.
is.
it really is. And that's why I take safety so seriously.
Right. To lighten up the mood. Let's see, how do you engage with your community off stream? And why do you think that is important?
I am terrible at Discord. I want to be better at Discord. I try to be. So I try to communicate in Discord. 99% of my off-stream communication with my community is Twitter, and me shit posting. I'm pretty good at replying to like. I don't necessarily reply to every comment, but I'm good at like at least hearting it to acknowledge it, and like I tend to say stuff to a lot of them. If people DM me, I actually, maybe I shouldn't tell, but I do DM most people back. Not necessarily quickly, but I usually at least give a reply. Yeah, unless it's like something really gross or skeezy, then
Right.
I might not. But like if someone's like, hey, how's it going? I've had so many, it's funny, the number of people who have been like, hey, how's it going? Or like, they just like want to chat or whatever. And I reply to them and they're like, whoa, you actually replied to me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just sitting here watching TV, whatever. Like I'm doom scrolling Twitter anyways. I might as well reply.
Exactly.
And like most people who slide into the DMs, they're actually just like, they're just chatting like normal. Like they would reply to a post. And I'm like, it's this, like, it's basically the same. I might have a conversation on a Twitter post, or I might have a conversation in a Twitter DMs. And as long as they're like that level, like they're being chill and not like creeping, and like some of them have tricked me though. They start talking about like Chrono Trigger or something, and then they're like, show me your tits. And I'm like, God damn it. You are so perfectly normal for a whole 5 days. Like what happened?
Exactly.
But
yeah.
But like
You're
I
really
tend
weird.
to I like to hang out with people too. I've been really lucky the last couple of years since the borders opened up that I've traveled a lot to conventions and like meetups and things like that. I went to the Twitch meetup in Toronto last year. That was fun. I actually got to like meet Dan Clancy, talk to him for a while, and he somehow remembered me in Las Vegas, and then he photobombed me, which was hilarious. But like I've met like a lot of streamers that like I've only watched them. I didn't necessarily interact, but I got to like hang out with them. Or a lot of people, like it was so cool. PAX East I went to, I got to meet some people that I've known for like even before I was a streamer. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it was really nice. One of my friends from England, like and people from like the other side of the continent from me, and like so I really like I am a much better if it's in front of my face interactor. This is probably the ADHD, but like if something is right here, I notice it, I pay attention to it. It's like it's got my attention. So like talking to people, I'll like put my phone down and actually like interact with the human beings with me.
Right.
If I'm in a Discord call, or like if I'm on my stream and people come and talk to me, you're gonna get my attention. But like people messaging me and stuff, I'm not very good at. And I forget about social media platforms, and that like 4 days will go by before I check Discord at all. Or Instagram. TikTok, God, I don't think I've really checked that in like a month. So I feel like I need like a checklist somewhere of like, look at all of these platforms. Oh God, don't even get started. Email. I literally will tell people, don't email me. I will not see it for a month. It's not going to happen. Like the world nowadays, doctors are starting to like try to email you and things. And like, I'm like, doctor, I have a phone. Phone me. If you are a medical professional, you have my phone number. Very few people have my phone number. If you have my phone number, phone me. Don't text me. Text is like 1 or 2 days. DMs 3 to 5. Email, you're looking at a week to a month. Okay. But if someone phones me, unless I'm in the shower or I've lost my phone, sadly these happen more often than not, I will usually pick up. And then if I don't, if I see I have a missed call, I call back much faster than any other mode of communication.
Right.
Any
Makes
other.
sense.
Yeah.
So have you ever dealt with online negativity or trolling, and how do you handle it?
I get in trouble for this, but I tend to troll back on the trolls. I think they're funny. Like my mod, I have awesome mods, and they will ban people way faster than I get. I'm like making fun of the trolls, and I'm like picking apart things, and I'm like, and then my mods will ban them. I'm like, but I was having fun. Why did you ban them?
Yeah,
they were taking the bait.
Just
they were
have
like
fun
getting
with
all
them.
angry and like fighting back with me. I feel like
Just
I'm like a
have
cat
fun.
with a little mouse, and I'm like, I'm just trying to play with the mouse. Why'd you take my mouse? No, my mouse is gone.
That's hilarious.
I don't know. I can't get angry at trolls. I just think that they're ridiculous. Like they're just too funny. So yeah, there's lots of negativity online, and I mean, every once in a while something will poke at me, but the only time something pokes at me is when it's someone I care about says something that I'm like, ooh, you know, that sucks. But like some random troll, I just think that like, you don't know me, I don't know you, I don't care, you know, you're funny.
Yeah, just be anonymous. I mean, it is the internet.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah. That's probably why they troll, because they are on the internet, so they can get away with it for the most part. Yeah.
Pretty much. There's enough jerks in real life though that I figure that they're the same people, whether they're anonymous or not.
Yeah. You're not wrong. So can you share what some movies or shows that you have been in?
Okay, my bucket list, number 1 favorite thing I ever did was I was a Klingon on Star Trek Discovery. And like I would have done that for free. It was so grueling and awful though, because of the amount of like the armor was like 60 pounds of armor, and like the makeup and everything, and they were like 16-hour days. So anytime I took the glove off, I was pouring sweat out. I needed 3 people to help me go to the bathroom, just to like wiggle out of the prosthetics and things. It was interesting. We also weren't allowed to sit down. We had special seats made where we kind of like sat on like a bike thing and leaned against a wall, and we were tube fed. We had a nutritionist there who had to feed us through a straw, because we weren't allowed to fuck with the makeup, because the makeup took that long.
Makes sense.
It's intense. I would have done it for free because I am a Trekkie. I am a hardcore Trekkie.
That's awesome then. Well worth it.
Suits. What's that?
Well worth it.
Yes, it was. Suits was another one. Okay, I'm trying to think of shows that like most people would know internationally. Murdoch Mysteries. I don't think a lot of Canadian or Americans know. Same with like Being Erica. Those are like very Canadian shows, but sometimes people do. I was on the remake of RoboCop. I
Oh.
never watched that though. I was Gene Kennedy on a miniseries once. It's Kennedy, so. God, what are some other ones? There's a show called Defiance. That was one of my favorite parts, but the show was not great.
I heard about that.
Oh yeah, I liked it because I got to be an alien called a Castathan, and it was like a lot of makeup. I like the like really out there costumes. So like Resident Evil 5, I was a zombie, and I'm lucky I wasn't blacklisted because I accidentally almost scared the crap out of Mila Jovovich's daughter because she saw me in my full prosthetics. But then when I saw her, I was like, "Hi, sweetheart," and she's like, "You're not scary," and I was like, "Good, I don't want to scare you." I was terrified because I thought I was gonna get fired.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I don't know. I've been on a lot of stuff. One of my coolest experiences on set was wow, cool. I forget the director's name. That's not good. I forgot the name of the movie now. Anyways, I snuck into this tent, the director's tent, just so that I could like watch what was going on, and he didn't kick Guillermo del Toro. That's Guillermo.
Wow.
Why can't I words right now? Guillermo.
It is a name.
What? Yes, it's a name. It's a name. Hopefully people know what the hell I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But he I got caught by one of the ADs because I like to like see what's going on, and sometimes you're not really supposed to be in certain places on set.
Of course.
And so I'm like sitting there like ninjaing in the corner, just kind of like watching everything because I want to learn. But I don't want to pay for college again. So I like I got yelled at by the one AD, and he turned around, and I was like, "I'm sorry, I was just trying to like watch the creative experience. I really just like seeing what's going on." And he was like, "She can stay." And I was like, "Yes."
Cool. That's awesome.
That was really awesome. Gerardo del Toro. Yes, that. I can't say words, okay? Words are hard.
Guillermo.
Guillermo. Is it? Maybe I'm saying it right. Maybe I'm saying. Okay.
I don't know. That could be.
I don't know.
Saying it wrong too. Who knows? But he's the famous. What is it? Horror director. I went to Comic-Con in 2015. I saw he was talking about a movie. What was it? Something Lady in the Lake or something.
Okay, yeah.
Is that the movie?
No, the one I was on had like mechas and aliens.
Okay.
Something seas. I'm so bad at the names. I'm the worst with names. People's names of things. I can be like, I could draw you a picture of the character or the person easier than I could describe the name of the person or thing.
That's funny.
Still seas? No. Okay, see, this is why I have to IMDb everything. Okay. Guillermo del Toro is his name.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go to the IMDb. Pacific Rim. That's it. That's the one I was in. Yay, IMDb.
Okay. Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah.
So, you mentioned, what was that game? I can't remember it.
Pal World.
You just mentioned the game,
Chrono Trigger?
Animal Crossing.
Yes, Animal Crossing, yeah.
What's your favorite game?
What's my favorite game?
Yeah.
Secret of Mana. I'm pretty old school. Basically any of the RPGs from the Super Nintendo were like,
right.
I still love them. But like, I don't know. And there's a few There's one called Nobody Saves the World. It's an indie game that came out a year ago, and it has like a lot of those vibes. I really loved that one. Highly recommend if anyone likes Zelda Link to the Past or like any action RPGs.
Of course.
Cute cartoony stuff is good.
Yes.
I really, this is gonna sound crazy, but I want DDR again. Like in college, I played DDR so much. I want that game, but I can't find a dance mat that's not disgustingly overpriced that is like metal, and I refuse to use the plastic ones because I have injured myself too many times on those.
Okay.
I'm massively klutzy, and that does not go well for me.
Right.
But that was a huge one in my
stream
life.
that?
I would totally stream DDR, but it would be really embarrassing for the first 2 months because I would be a windbag. I'd be like, give me a minute, like the entire time, because I know I have no cardio. I have zero cardio.
I mean, they'll give you the chance to do that. The more
Pardon
you
me?
do it, I guess the more that you do it, it will become easier.
It will. I know that because when I first started, when I was in college, I put on not a freshman 15, I put on a freshman 50. And then DDR is what got me into shape. But it took me like 3 months of becoming so hyper obsessed that I would play it to the point of collapsing on the floor.
Shit. So can you share details about your streaming setup and any gear that you swear by? I know you have that swing. Can you tell us more about
Okay,
that?
yeah. That is probably my biggest. Here, hold on. I'm gonna pick it up off the ground because when I was cleaning the other day, I took it off. So this is my stream hammock.
Right. Wow.
And the way it works is I have these straps here. I just kind of connect them. Well, I might as well get in the hammock now.
Might as well.
Might as well. Move the chair. Chair's stuck. So this is my streaming hammock. And I think I just put it up a little too high, but that's okay. Because I can also do this. I would say
nice.
my desk is actually the best thing of everything in here. Because I have a stand-up desk and it's a electric dual motor.
Yeah.
And I can't just sit. I'm one of those people. I'm super friggin' antsy. It's like I have bugs in me. Like if I don't get up and move, I go insane. So like the other day I was in a what is it called when you're like video chatting with like a bunch of people, but it's like a real meeting?
Just a video call.
Yeah, like it was like a video conference thing. It was for a study at a university. So it's a bunch of like serious doctors and like other moms, okay? And they're all like in normal desk chairs, and I'm like this the entire meeting. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't not do this. And like I would stand up and I'd like walk around the room and they're like asking questions and and like it's for an autism study. I'm a part of a lot of that kind of stuff in my like day-to-day life. And I'm like, this like, and they're like, you can't really sit still. A lot of them were comparing me to their kids. And I was like, well, yeah, because I'm also autistic. So it makes perfect sense. I'm like, get your kids this. Like, get them this thing. Trust me, they'll like it. My kids constantly come here and try to sit in it when I'm not around, which they're not supposed to do because, you know, safety, but whatever. Yes, this is like my number one. My desk, I would say I can't live without my desk. For the longest time, I didn't have the whole sit stand desk, and I had a whole bunch of different things that I could sit in or whatever. And like, you ever see like there's that like one kid at a school or something like that, maybe you had one in your class, and like they couldn't sit at the desk and they would like lay on top of the desk, or they would lay under the desk, or they would like lay on the windowsill, or they would like hang upside down on a chair. That's me. I was that kid. I am that adult. And like, so before having the sit stand desk, there were times where I would like turn my chair around, or I would like sit upside down in my chair, or I would like try to move the camera so that I could like, yeah, I'm so grateful for this desk. It's made things a lot easier. And this, I've gone through 3 different streaming chairs, and some of them were stupid expensive. This thing cost me $15. And the bolts cost me maybe $10. And yet this is 1,000 times better for me than any of the like $400 stream chairs that I went through, which I ended up breaking because I do stupid things to them. Like falling.
Okay. Like
but
what?
Other than that, the Stream Deck is nice when I remember to use it. I don't too often. And I really like, I don't care what microphone someone has, but a decent microphone I feel is like really important. I feel like audio is more important than video.
It is.
Yeah. But I do have a really nice DSLR camera.
With the audio issue that I have every so often, but you know, I just deal with it. So what were you saying about your camera?
Oh, I got a DSLR camera. During COVID in Canada, it was harder and more expensive to find a webcam. Like I'm talking like any webcam. So I ended up buying a DSLR because I also needed it for my kids to be able to go to classes and stuff. Yeah, it was, I think I spent $600 on this camera, and during the worst parts of COVID, it would be $900 to get the cheapest, crappiest webcam.
Jesus.
It was kind of ridiculous. So technically, I saved money by getting a DSLR, which right now is the complete opposite. You can get everything so cheap for webcams
it's crazy.
again. Yeah.
Pretty much normal now than before COVID. Before COVID, would you say?
Sorry, I got to turn you up because for some reason my neighbor decided to have a shower and all I can hear is pipe water. 1 second. Could you repeat that last sentence?
I guess the cameras are like the same price as it was since before COVID.
Yes. Yeah, now they are. Yeah, the prices have come to about the same as pre-COVID prices. But like Canada, like there was like that while, like over a year, actually almost 2 years, where the Canadian-American border was shut down and nothing could go across either way. And so like a lot of factories weren't able to send anything. So like our supply chain was totally screwed for a really long time.
Jeez.
And prices got stupid on technology mainly.
Yeah, because everyone was trying to stream, and borders being closed doesn't help.
No, not at all. It's funny because I started streaming 1 month before COVID, and like it was the worst thing for me because everyone else is like, oh, I have a lot of time at home now, I can be a streamer. Whereas like, oh shit, my kids are home now, I can't be a streamer. So it was the complete opposite for me. All these other people were like blowing up and I was like, no, I can't stream.
So I want to talk about future goals, like looking forward. Like what are some goals you have for your channel in the next year?
I believe like it's okay. Rewind. I want to do more planned content. So one of the ideas that I have is kind of like a talk show situation. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I want a lot of real life guests, and I don't necessarily want them to just be streamers. So I have a space that my friend is willing to let me use, but it's kind of in the middle of the country, like 2 hours outside of Toronto, which is not the most ideal. Like huge amount of
Mm-hmm.
space that I could make like a studio setup for. But I'm like, how am I going to get anybody to go there? So I'm also trying to like come up with like being able to do it through Discord, like, but I want it to be more like segments, not just
Right.
yeah. And I want things like I don't know. I want to have like a whole thing, but I'm trying to be like, okay, I only want it to go for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half ish. So it would have to be like really well planned.
Right.
And I'd be making it not just for Twitch. Like I want to be able to like
Mm-hmm.
clean it up, edit it, and post it on YouTube because I I'm I'm a solid streamer, but I want to be able to like be a content creator more.
Right.
Because like when I started streaming, I started only because I wanted to do well, I enjoyed it. I like the community. I wanted to do like voices for some of the games, so I'd read the characters with different voice acting stuff because I do voice
Okay.
acting as well.
Yeah.
And it was just like it started off as like this like casual thing, and it is still kind of casual, but every once in a while I take it seriously. And I want to kind of take it a little more seriously, being consistent, having planned content. I know I myself am very, very random. That's me. That is, I will not be able to change that in myself. So that's my brand because I can't, I can't give anything else. So I want to be able to like, I want to focus my chaos a little bit. That makes any sense?
Right.
Just just have little moments of like, okay, I have anywhere from like 5 to 10 minutes where it's this thing, and like I'm gonna go on tangents. I know that, but like I'm trying to get one or two people to help me bring it back. And I find people who like
Mm-hmm.
you ever watch like a talk show and talk show host,
I do. Yeah.
you know that there's like that person with the headset and they're like, yo,
Yeah.
you gotta like come over here again. I need like that person. And I'm trying to set something up. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I always hate talking about things that I have planned / ideas because sometimes shit goes sideways.
Yeah.
But like one of the things that I really want to do is it's basically a talk show. And I'm going to format it more for like a television vibe, like someone can watch an episode or whatever. But have the live stream version on Twitch, and then I can clean it up and post it elsewhere as well.
Mm-hmm. Right. So do you have any like dream guests you would have on the show?
Oh, I mean, I like picking creative people's brains. Do you know Duty Beard?
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, I got to hang out with him. And I got to be like a voice on one of his like live cartoons. Like he edits
Okay.
them live. And it's just wild the things that he does. And like just sitting in a room and talking to him and seeing some of the like the behind the scenes creative process, I friggin' loved that. And it's very similar for like like I said, I've got to meet some actors in my life that were like inspirational to me. Slash like I guess I was a fan. Try not to be a fan, but I was a fan. And I would just ask them questions. A good example was on this one set, someone from Star Trek, and I just asked like, do you get like approached by fans a lot? And like, I guess I kind of like I just automatically do interviews with people accidentally sometimes because I'm just curious and I'm interested, you know, and so people who have done things, basically anyone from Star Trek, I love talking to all of those actors.
Okay.
They're just
Cool.
usually fun and interesting people. And I'm a Trekkie, so you know. But like anyone who's a part of the creative process, people who are writers, people who are painters, people, you know, like just I just like picking brains about things that aren't like fuck talking about the weather. I want to like let's get political, let's get religious, let's get let's go to these places, tell me things. I'm just interested. And I don't even have to know or well, no, I don't have to agree with them either. Like, I've had a lot of really interesting people getting into like religious talks, and I don't necessarily agree with anything that they said, but it's interesting to me anyways. There was a Buddhist monk who lived near me, and I got to go to his home and like learn some information, and he gave me this cool book, and like I just thought that was like cool. You know what I mean? So just echo chamber. I find like I don't like echo chambers. Like people talk about like reduce your circle. I don't know if you've heard this in the streamer space, but this is something that I hear in the streamer space a lot, and I'm gonna do a little complaining for a second. Streamers who talk about tighten your circle of friends, and you know, it actually really upsets me, and I feel like maybe I've lost some friends over this situation, and that's fine. It is what it is, because I have a lot of friends who are not friends with each other. Like, I see some of the shit that they say about each other, and I'm like, dude. And I've had conversations, I'm not going to name names, but I've had conversations in DMs. There were these two humans. I'm going to make this as vague, descriptive wise. There were these two humans who were just at each other very publicly. And to the one person, I was like, yo, you know, you're crossing lines. That's not cool. And they're like, well, they cross lines first. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to you. I'm going to talk to them about how they cross lines too, but let's talk about what you're doing, because you can only control your own actions, not this other person's actions. So we had like this really interesting conversation, and they were like, I am totally crossing lines. I understand that, but I'm still okay with what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, you do you, as long as you're okay with the fact that I'm also their friend, and I'm not going to be talking about your shit with them. I'm only going to be talking about their shit with them, like what I'm doing with you. And they're like, cool, right, we're still friends. And so I went to that other person. I'm like, yo, you're fucking crossing lines. And they're like, but they cross lines, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, and I already had that conversation with them, but I'm not talking about them right now. I'm talking to you. You're crossing fucking lines, and you know it. And they're like, you're right. I am fucking crossing lines. And I'm still both of their friends, because they're okay with the fact that I am each other's friends. And they know that I'm not going to tell the other person any of the other shit. Like, whatever this person tells me, I'm not telling this person shit. Whatever this person tells me, I'm not telling this person shit. I'm only going to ever approach them and be like, you did this, or you did this. And like, that's like the person that I am. I don't want to like, I don't know. I just want everybody to fucking get along, really. And yeah, that's all I fucking want. I understand why they don't get along. They did awful shit to each other. But both of them have been really kind to me, and in general, they're very kind people. But human beings are flawed. I have done some horrible things in my life that I sincerely regret. I know why those people are not in my life anymore. And I'm like, more power to you. I love you. I respect you. Good for you having boundaries, because I fucked up. I totally get that. And so I can look at people and be like, they fucked up.
Right.
You didn't fuck up against me. So I'm still able to. Now there's lines, obviously. P. Diddy, I don't care that he never fucked me over. Anyways, there's lines. But like, yeah. I'm not gonna go down that road.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're still human. So just take that for what it's worth.
Exactly.
So, I have some rapid fire questions. Like, just the first thing that pop up in your head. Like, okay, name your favorite game.
Secret of Mana is still definitely my favorite game.
Favorite movie.
Tank Girl.
Favorite TV show.
Oh, she was harder though. So many. I'd say right now Invincible. Like, if it's a current TV show, it's so fucked up. It's so disgusting. It's so disturbed. It's so broken, and it's so good.
Yeah. What are you gonna say about your favorite movie?
Oh, just that, like, I've always been a comic nerd, and Tank Girl was one of the first like comic movies before comic movies were cool. And like
Wow.
Lori Petty is just so fucking badass. Yes,
Oh.
Joy. Yes, the new tank. I would literally murder someone to be the new Tank Girl. I'm just putting that out there. No, I wouldn't. I actually wouldn't. But I really want to be. I would love that. It'd be so cool.
That would be for sure. So I
Same
mean,
with-
it's pretty
Here,
obvious.
I'm just gonna pull up one of my favorite characters. Here's one of my old school favorite TV shows, Gargoyles.
Nice.
There's supposedly
Yes.
a live action being made of gargoyles,
Really?
and I would also literally / not literally murder to become Daemona in that show. That is role of a lifetime level for me personally. Daemona would
Nice. What is it about the character?
She is insanely intelligent, ridiculously strong, incredibly badass,
Nice.
really flawed, so like multifaceted, and just like to be able to play the different like aspects of her would be like really fulfilling. And yeah, strong, badass, awesome, a little evil.
So does anyone in the chat have any questions for Ludish? So I have an interesting question. If you were stuck on a desert island and you could only bring 3 objects, what would they be and why?
A satellite walkie-talkie, because then I could communicate back to like anywhere, basically, or like satellite radio situation. A sextant, so that I could actually pinpoint my location on the Earth to be able to tell people where the fuck I am, and a hell of a lot of fresh water, because I have to live until they actually gets me.
True. Yeah.
Because I don't trust that there would be fresh water on the island that was safe to drink.
Right.
But I could probably catch fish, so at least I won't die, because I will eat raw fish, because sashimi is great.
It is. So I don't think anybody in the chat has any questions. And do you have any questions for me?
Do I have any questions, or does chat have questions?
No, you for me.
Me. Oh. How long have you been streaming for? Because I know that we met like at least 2. It's been at least 2 years that I've known you.
7, 8 years.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I wish I knew Twitch existed that long ago. I had no
Yeah,
idea.
It started out with Justin.tv.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing.
A long time ago.
If it weren't for Tinder, I still wouldn't know Twitch exists.
There you go. That's pretty funny. So I think on that note, I'm gonna call it here. It's been a blast.
It's been great. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, anytime.